everybody, and welcome to the finale of Let's Play MadWorld, also known as the
Beefer!
Also known as the Beefer part and Jeff's murder spree.
I'm gonna have some fun at the strip.
By the way, you are not reading that time card wrong, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fucking hour long.
It's a beefer.
And most of it, and like at least a quarter of it, I believe is cutscene.
Yeah, a lot of it's cutscene.
Although a good portion of it is also gameplay, thankfully.
But still, very quotable cutscene.
True.
I have a chainsaw on my arm. I'm gonna be fine.
And he gets dual chainsaws in the next game.
You get dual chainsaws just by beating the game.
Oh yeah. Well, he decided to keep them for the next game.
You know, I'm curious. You know, Anarchy Reigns, the sequel game for this, I haven't played it at all. All I know is that Ren and the Black Baron are in it.
And they're playable?
Yeah, but it would kind of be kind of disappointing if Gesser or Agent 13 never showed up. I think that'd be disappointing.
I kind of wish we got to play as Kreese. Just given all of his stories about being in the games beforehand.
We never see him. Never.
And it would also be interesting to see him interact with Ren if the characters interact with each other at all.
Yeah.
Or at least the playable ones.
Remember? Kreese, did you have... There's Ren, the fantastic Kung Fu Queen. Kreese, didn't you two have a thing a while back? If by thing you mean a 5-minute fight that left me spitting teeth and pissing blood, then yeah, we've had a thing.
I think Jude the Dude was the one that Kreese really wanted dead because he didn't he tell
Howard, I hate that prick. Shot me with his guns and kicked me in the scrotum with his spurs. He unraveled my... It's like he kicked me in the nuts with his spurs. Unraveled my scrotum like two balls of yarn.
I'm fairly certain your balls aren't like that, but whatever.
Do you know how fucking long 2 balls of yarn are? It's okay, Kreese. We got revenge for you.
I'm fairly certain your balls don't work like that, but whatever.
Yeah, it's okay.
Let's just not spend too much time on that subject.
That's okay. After that, he just found some happy pills.
So happy pills re-raffle your scrotum?
No, it's Snow. He said, you know, I know from experience that those pills work best when you grind them up and inject them into the folds of your scrotum.
Why?
And then Howard says, I would give you $1 if you say anything that's not better if you grind them up and inject them into the folds of your scrotum. Aha! You got me!
Well, I know one thing. Your teeth. You would kind of prefer to have those in your mouth. He could have just said that and he would have owed him $1. I imagine Howard would have been like, fuck you, good sir.
You, sir, are a fucking idiot.
Thank you for calling me sir.
Seriously, you gotta just play this game for yourself. Not talk at all. Have the commentary jacked way the fuck up. And
I'm kind of tempted to look up whose line is it anyway, just to see some of Greg Proops' own shtick in that stuff.
Because if you want to see George DiMaggio, who is Kreese, you watch Futurama and Bender and bend him for Wrath.
Especially Wrath.
But
let me tell you something, Gravity. You will never beat Wrath.
No, it's like one of my favorite Bender moments is Bender says, "Well, we're boned. I can't see anything. Are we boned? Yeah, we're boned. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes."
Is the weird bone thing kind of like Red vs. Blue, Bow Chicka Wow Wow?
Sort of. Nah, that's more like bite my shiny metal ass. Oh, I wonder who the champion is. Who else do we know that wears a fedora in this game?
Yeah, there's only one character in this game that wears a fedora, and he's
by the way,
and
I say this is the Sega level for the Sonic bumpers.
And no, I will not add in Pingus. And no, I will not add in Pingus to Sonic 4 or Sonic 1 either. Because that would take too much effort.
By the way, I love this track right here. It's called Ride. I think it's just saying it's really kind of fitting for this area.
I still think the final boss tracks are better.
Oh, you, sir, are just ignorant. I just loved watching that happen.
That sounded like an insult to the mook. It's like, you, sir, are ignorant, throw bam.
You know, if it wasn't for the, I would kind of wish, they take away some of the more deadly things out of here. But I would kind of want this joke to exist in real life, just so I can fuck around with the bouncers.
Boom, 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 boom. You should probably be wearing hockey pads during that.
Oh yeah, definitely. But doesn't that sound fun?
Yeah, although the ceiling looks kind of disorienting if it were in real life, and there's Platinum sucking their own cock again.
Hey, remember the final boss of Wonderful 101? The Platinum Robo Ult Unite Platinum is the fucking platinum symbol?
Yeah. I'm just saying, they really like sucking their own dick in their own IPs.
I'm curious how Bayonetta will do it then.
I know for a fact they don't do it in Metal Gear Rising. Mostly because I don't think they were allowed to.
Yeah. But this is just so cathartic, just watching them just bounce around. Should I let you borrow the game so you can try it out?
I'll be honest, I'm more interested in No More Heroes.
Okay, fine. But if you want to go last...
Which I will be doing, which I will be the one doing that series for.
I tried it, didn't like it.
I think, I'm fairly certain in terms of combat, the second game is better.
Well, yeah, I would imagine so. But... Final boss?
Yeah, we're gonna say it right now because it's the finale, so there's really no point in worrying about spoilers anymore. It's the Black Baron.
Well, final boss in this game is fucking fun. Final boss in No More Heroes 2, from what internet has said, everything should go die in a fire. Should we go die in a fire and piss on the ash, and you did piss and shit on the ashes.
Brain Scratch doesn't mind it.
Really?
Yeah. Ryan said that he was kind of annoyed at it for cheap shotting him out the window, but other than that, it was fine.
Well, it's mostly just that second phase.
Yeah. And the music was really fucking good.
Yeah, the music's good. If it wasn't for the music, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would be ranting more and more.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I was trying to... Okay, yeah, besides that. Which is always cathartic.
Although I do personally prefer the final boss theme of No More Heroes 1. We are finally cowboys.
Which doesn't make really sense when you think about it, because the final boss is, British.
You're a strange twin brother from Ireland.
Yeah, how does that work?
I don't get it either. Granted, the faux final boss is your estranged half-sister. So...
Yeah, I don't get it. By the way, what kind of players would we be if we were going through a murdering spree and we did not actually use the slot machines?
I was gonna say...
Okay. Oh, look at... I'm now looking at it. Now that I'm actually looking at it, the slot machines actually say insert enemy right there instead of insert coin. See? Insert enemy.
I'm trying to see. It's kind of hard to tell when you're moving.
Oh, I'm gonna grab one and then I'm gonna walk. See?
Oh yeah. I get the strange feeling that Deathwatch made that change.
Yeah. Oh wow, that was lucky.
What?
I just threw the guy and it just randomly landed into a slot machine.
By the way, we get the return of one of my favorite Deathwatch challenges, or Bloodbath challenges, I should say.
Yeah.
Man darts.
Yeah, there's not a Deathwatch challenge in this area, which I'm kind of thankful for. Ow.
Well, at least the one for the shamans was really fucking easy to do.
Yeah.
You just spear some zombies on a fountain. And doing the one in the Science Center was worthwhile, because you got 99,999 points for each one.
And a cow.
And a cow. That explodes upon hitting the ground.
Well, I don't think we're going through a reverse tractor beam is all that healthy.
True. How do these things get cleaned up so damn quick? Because the blood seems to disappear rather quickly.
Incineration?
Or maybe they just have some poor asshole behind every single crusher machine, picking up all the blood and guts and cleaning
Afterburner
the
sign activated.
And this is a reference to an actual Sega franchise, because Sega was the one who published this game.
Which, like I said, this is kind of the Sega level, mainly because well, it has Sonic's compulsive gambling.
And bumpers.
And bumpers.
And it has this sign, which I have no idea what Sega ever made I have no idea.
Oh, that was fun.
I have no idea why Sega ever made a jet plane game, but hey, it sounds fun. So, or maybe it's like the flying sections in All Stars Racing Transformed.
Probably.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either.
My dad actually has a realistic fighter jet game that uses the PC controller that has a joystick and a throttle controller thingy, and it's pretty fun.
Oh, do you know the rule is for these?
I just do not recommend playing that game without said controller because there are way too many fucking buttons.
Do you know what the rule is for these kind of gambling machines?
What?
Always bet on black.
I think the roulette table is one of the few things that isn't rigged in some sort of fashion.
Yeah, it's pure timing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Granted, cards is kind of hard to rig in the first place because it's luck of the draw, really, unless you're counting.
Actually, unless you're the dealer.
Or if you're counting cards as a player.
What
I think the dice tables aren't exactly rigged either because I've never seen a casino die with the same number on two or on multiple sides before. So
maybe they're weighted.
They're so damn small. I don't know how you would weigh them.
I just make one side heavier than the other.
Put slightly more paint on one side than the other. I don't know.
By the way, do not go for those happy pills that are just floating up above the roulette wheel.
Yeah, you will die. Actually, now I'm thinking of dice, my grandparents actually have this little game called Marbles. There's a board with a whole bunch of slots for marbles around it, on it. You have 4 marbles that you need to get it to your home base, and in order to pull them out of the starting area, you need to get a 1 or a 6. You can imagine the beginning of the game would go really slowly if all 4 players have bad luck.
Yeah.
And then when you actually get to home base, if you get anything more than if you get a number that's higher than the amount of spaces left to go, you can't move.
I didn't quite do my bar joke mainly because you were busy talking throughout the entire thing.
Sorry. I didn't even know you were trying to do that joke.
No, it's like, what? Oh, maybe this is gonna be the bar joke. Why not?
What are you trying to do?
Never mind. The bar table has the sushi slicer machine.
Oh.
So I was just like, come on, buddy, drinks on me.
Oh, hello, Happy Onion.
When I need that. Not right now, but
it would be poison to Wario because he likes garlic instead. That was a very poor joke.
Yeah, it was.
I just have the really weird image of Wario being in the Deathwatch games.
His finisher will be farting on people.
Probably. And the way he kills the champion is by using the rocket fart from Brawl.
No, he turns into Wario Man from Brawl.
And then uses the rocket fart. And ground pounds and pile drives their head.
Okay, remember, I don't like the driller. You remember my little rants from Mad Castle, right?
Their health gets beefed up and their power gets beefed up even more.
Yeah. This is the only mini-boss I don't like in the mini-boss rush. See? Now I need that happy onion.
Have we even made it to Mandords yet?
No.
That's a shame.
Well, you can kind of... These levels kind of get long and not very interesting, and besides when it's post-commentary, you kind of lose some energy very fucking fast.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure you'll have some energy for the next series we're going to be doing after this.
Yeah. So, since Pokemon Tournament officially has a release date, I doubt they're going to be adding any new Pokemon to it aside from DLC. So, what DLC would you want for that game?
Bayonet.
Why am I not surprised? And what move would you want it to use for its super special move, which would obviously become Mega Bayonet for?
Shadow Claw. Hey, it has the highest attack set out of every physical attack set out of any ghost type.
True. So. I know I'm fairly certain Weavile's is Night Slash. Machamp's is definitely Submission.
Submission? You're not a Dynamic Punch?
Yeah, because Dynamic Punch is just one really fucking hard punch. Submission is a whole bunch of punches. it's special. And Machamp's special move in Pokken Tournament is a whole bunch of punches, like really fucking fast punches.
Are you sure it's not Bullet Punch?
It's either submission or bullet punch, but I'm not entirely sure if Machamp can even learn bullet punch.
Huh.
I have no idea what Suicune's is. I would not be surprised if Pikachu Libre's was Flying Press.
I forgot. Why does Pikachu Libre have a Hawlucha signature move?
I don't know. It doesn't really benefit from stab bonus for either. So what's the point? Ow. Why do we always go ow whenever we die?
It hurts!
Well, no shit, but why?
Hey, what the...
Any Pokemon ideas just in general for Gen 7? Like, type-wise, anyway?
Steel Ice.
I would like a fire water other than Volcanion.
Has there ever been a ghost fighting yet?
Thinking... I do not believe so.
I'm going to quickly look that up.
I would like an ice fighting. That would be pretty interesting.
Sarah be away! By the way, man darts. Okay.
By the way, Pokemon Picross got announced the day we're recording this.
I'm gonna pick it up.
I've never been a fan of that type of game, so I'm probably not.
I'll pick it up, see if I like it or not.
That and I don't really like games where you have to buy plays or wait to keep playing. It just leaves a weird taste in my mouth. I'm kind of fine with the weird badge thing that Nintendo set up on the eShop, where you get a few free plays at the beginning, but then you have to keep buying them because they explain it to be just an arcade machine on your 3DS, which it is. So it makes sense as to why you have to pay in order to keep playing. And I love the little bunny rabbit clerk that they had explain all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no ghost or ice fighting. And I would like another rock and steel fighting Zodiac more than just Varakian and Cobalon.
And I would also like a better grass fighting than Chestnut.
Fuck you!
Chestnut is overly defensive for a fighting type.
I like it for it.
Granted, I admit its signature move, Spiky Shield, is rather useful.
Okay, besides fighting steel, besides Lucario for fighting steel.
I was gonna say, I think you're forgetting Lucario there, man.
Oh, right.
I think this was when you were explaining darts to me.
Yes, I was. You still remember, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was explaining darts to Connor because he didn't understand it at all, and I was basically just explaining things to him so that way man darts made a bit more sense to him.
Yep.
And he understood it.
I think I would also like another Dragon Steel besides Dialga.
Oh yeah.
And a poison legendary, please.
Yes, but I might as well explain this. Okay. How darts works is that you see the numbers on the outer rim. Those numbers will you'll get that much for points if you hit the two big areas on that slot. If you hit the smaller area on the outer rim of said number, you get double the points. If you hit the lower middle rim, you get triple the points. The outer rim to the bullseye is around 50 points. It can be from 25 to 50 points. While the bullseye can be either 50 or 100 points. The reason why I'm saying "or" in there is because I've seen some games where it's different.
And in the games where the bullseye is worth 50 points, you want to be going for the 20-pointer instead.
The triple 20.
Yeah, the triple 20. You seem to be getting a decent amount of.
No, I've been hitting right underneath it.
I was going to say, or getting very close to.
Very close. No, I never actually got the triple 20.
By the way, I actually have an idea for what they could base a poison-type legendary off of. You know the weird ooze shit underneath the planet from Tales of the Abyss?
Yeah?
Base it off of that. Or at least a physical version of that.
The miasma? Jesus.
It would be
Primordial Ooze. You want Primordial Ooze to be a legendary?
It's really the only thing I can think of for a legendary poison type. Because let's face it, there isn't a whole lot of myths out there about poison.
I don't know. There's probably a basilisk legendary. What about that? That would work.
Poison dragon?
Yeah.
That could work.
You know, what other type could be used for like a snake besides poison and dragon? You gotta remember there's fighting legendaries that are on all fours. So
Well, if we based it off of Ben 10,
that great
well,
just
if we
bounced
based it off of Ben 10, then we could have ice. And possibly an ice dragon at that. That's actually something
What do you think? A Partiquana?
Yeah. That's actually something I would like to see, an ice dragon other than Kira.
That'd be nice. And that's not a fucking legendary, so that way we can actually use something without feeling slightly cheap.
Yeah. Well, using Kyurem itself is not all that cheap. Using black or white Kyurem is fucking cheap.
Yeah. You know, I actually forgot Lopunny was fight. Mega Lopunny was fighting.
Yeah. I really like Lopunny in general.
Yeah, Lopunny's pretty good. It just gets a lot of internet rage for
It either gets internet rage from people who really don't like the design, or internet love from, well, furries.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't mean to be hating on furries. I was just pointing out a fact.
You know, I would like for another grass ice type other than Abomasnow and Snover.
Yeah. Maybe something a bit more
A
defensive.
fire,
Maybe something a bit more defensive, because that thing is very much offensive, only slow.
A fire ice type because White Kyurem is still Dragon Ice.
Yeah. I always found that weird how it's still Dragon Ice rather than Fire Ice or Electric Ice.
Yeah.
Speaking of Electric Ice, I would like to see that.
Besides Rotom?
Yeah. And another Electric Water besides Lantern.
Lantern was pretty good, but it was always too late in the game for me to care about it.
I believe you're actually able to catch Chinchows once you get the Good Rod if you decide to backtrack to Newburgh Town.
Yeah, I'm not planning on doing that. And time for the Tower!
Also known as Mini Boss Rush and Final Boss.
This has my favorite level theme in the game. And Connor really has to listen to it.
Eh.
Fuck you.
Eh.
You're ignorant.
Eh. You've had me listen to it before. I don't care.
So, the cutscene before.
I still find it kind of weird how every now and then the cutscenes are replaced by still images.
Yeah, that's
Or
weird.
slightly animated images.
Another dark ice type other than Weavile?
A dark grass type would be kind of interesting.
Dark grass.
I'm fairly certain we don't
I'm
have
double
that.
checking that right now. I don't think that there is a type like that. Yes, there is. Shiftry Nuzlocke.
Oh right. Well, then a better dark grass type than Shiftry and Nuzlocke. And a dragon grass that isn't a mega evolution. His Mega Sceptile is nice, but I would like one that keeps that type, please.
Yeah. I really did like the ghost grass typing that Trevin and Pumpkaboo had.
Yeah. Trevin and Gorgeist, you mean?
Yeah.
I still find it kind of weird that Diantha has a Gorgeist on her team.
Well, she basically just picked a bunch of 5 really good Gen 6 Pokemon. I'm pretty sure Trevin M was one of the things considering for her team. But then with Gorgeist instead to have a flamethrower out of nowhere.
I'm actually fairly certain that just in terms of type variation, Diantha has the most varied team.
Yeah.
Because Lance and Steven were type specific.
Not really. Steven was more Sandstorm due to the fact he uses rock. He has Pokemon that are more rock. That's not Steel at all. There are some Pokemon that are not rock at all because he uses.
He's still more type specific than other champions.
Yeah, I'm just saying he's more Sandstorm than anything else.
Yeah. Blue was kind of basic.
He was just Rival Fight. How many times now?
Yeah. He was just Rival Fight 5.0 or something like that.
And got a Rhydon.
Yeah. That really couldn't do anything because it's not Gen 4 yet.
Surf, motherfucker!
Granted because of Rhyperior's pitifully low special defense, I was able to take it out with
I love this line.
Granted, because of Rhyperia's pitifully low special defense, I was able to take out Bertha's with one surf from Navi.
Surf, motherfucker. No, it's like, be quiet so that way it goes.
What am I being quiet for?
This is the intro. And our first mini boss rematch is with Chief Fung, I think it was? Or Ye Fung?
I have no idea.
And he invites his little cousins. You'll find out in there.
You know,
I'm pretty sure these guys just exist to eat up your chainsaw fuel.
I would kind of like to actually see a bug rock type based on a roly-poly bug.
Bug rock type, that. Because the only other bug rock type we have is Dwebble and Crustle. And Armaldo.
I was gonna say Crustle and Armaldo. And both of them represent the type pretty well. I would just like another one. Because that would be kind of interesting.
I'm gonna see what other rock combinations we have. That would be good. That would be good to see another retry. Rock ground has been something that's been done to death already.
Yeah. Kind of the same with rock water.
Rock flying would be something that'd be nice to see again.
Yeah, because we only have one of those.
Pure rock type is something we don't have enough of.
The only one I can remember off the top of my head is Sudowoodo.
Sudowoodo, Nosepass, and the Rock and Roll line.
The Rock and Roll line being the only one that's being the only pure rock type that's actually useful.
Yeah.
Because Probopass is good, but it's part steel, and Sudowoodo just plain sucks.
And also Cranidos and Rampardos.
Oh yeah, Rampardos is also good.
Yeah. You know,
especially with Head Smash.
That rock ice. You know, there's not a rock fire type. Well, besides Macargo, but.
No, I'm fairly certain Macargo is fire ground.
Nope, it says right here, fire rock.
Oh.
But that is something we have yet to see. Another fire rock type.
Granted, Macargo wasn't exactly the best Pokemon in the world. I would like to try and use it one day. I'm just not sure when.
Hold on. You said you wanted another bug rock type?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We forgot Shuckle in there. We forgot don't fuckle with the Shuckle.
I always thought Shuckle was a normal rock type.
No, he's a bug.
If it was a rock type at all.
He's a rock type. How do you think he gets that defense?
He could just be a normal type with a fuckload of defense.
Huh.
It would make him even more defensive because that would mean he only has one weakness, fighting.
This is kind of a bad move to have on a Shuckle. A bad ability to have on Shuckle.
What?
His hidden ability is Contrary, which reverses stat changes.
That ain't good. Well, the moves you're gonna be using are like Power Link or something like that. Power Trick. So it's not really that big a deal.
But still.
Because I'm fairly certain Contrary doesn't affect that. And I don't think it affects your own stat changes either.
Yes, it does.
Really?
Yeah.
So avoid using Sword Stance at all costs if your Pokemon has that.
If you have Contrary, and it can use moves like Leaf Storm and Overheat, you use that.
Can I just mention that of all the new battle types to be introduced, Gen 6's is the worst.
What, horde battles?
No, inverse battles.
Oh.
Fuck those things.
Just watch. Perfect Zygar is going to have an ability that turns the entire battle into an inverse battle. Just watch.
Double battles are fine, a bit overused in Coliseum and XD, but fine.
Hey,
I can't remember.
It's still fun.
I don't think Gen 4 ever had one.
No unique battle change.
Triple battles and rotation battles were both interesting, although I like rotation more than triple.
Really?
Yeah, it just goes quicker.
Oh, and also a bit more strategy based.
Yeah, but inverse battles can go suck a dick.
Hey, at least there's only one person in the entire game that challenges you with that.
Yeah, because even when you think you have a Pokemon that will resist the opponent's moves, he's got stupidly good type coverage. So even if you send out something that is resistant to its type under an inverse battle condition, nope. No,
by the
you don't.
By the way, in this level in the elevator, you fight these two Mad Bulls, and then there's Big Driller, Tusk guy with the giant drill.
Like for instance, you send out a dark type.
Did you see that? The video freeze right there?
little
first
bit.
suicide.
I'm not-
And here's Big Driller.
Like for instance, you send out a dark type against the fighting type thinking it will resist, thinking it will be just fine. Turns out that fighting type has a psychic move. Which under inverse battle conditions, Dark is no longer immune to.
Seriously.
I'm fairly certain Psychic is actually now immune to Dark.
What?
Under inverse battle
yeah.
conditions.
Any other
Seriously, inverse battles can just go suck it.
Any other types you want me to look up that? Okay, we're still recording. Good. Okay. Any other type combinations you want me to look up to see if you want another one like that in Gen 7? Because Big Digger's gonna take a while.
I would actually kind of like to see a ground ghost.
That is something that has not been done yet, and I would like that.
And make it in the shape of a tombstone.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of larger when you think about it. Oh wait, no, there's ground ghost. Goler can go left.
Then another ground ghost. Or make it rock ghost since tombstones are made out of rock and not
Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no rock ghost.
And I understand your point about it being morbid, but we have Koth Egregious, need I remind you.
And Cubone.
And Bayonet. And Yamask. Well, Yamask on the depressing angle.
Yeah. Well, he was depressing and sad. You look at Cubone.
Especially the current series.
Have we told Raging Legends?
Yeah.
Seriously, that artist had it out for Cubone. If you guys don't know what it is, there's a Cubone card out there that has a Cubone in an amusement park trying to ease the loneliness inside. But then it's holding its club looking all depressed when it actually looks to its left, or right, and sees a mother hugging her daughter. And Cubone kind of lost the chance to have those moments. So
at least in the anime and manga, not so much in the games, because whenever you breed a Marowak, that thing's still there whenever the Cubone's born.
Pokemon The Origins is kind of confusing when you think about it, because when you actually look at it, you see the scene with Marowak right before Marowak dies, and the Cubone still has the fucking skull on it. So
is it just kind of born with the skull or whatever?
Is it the dad's?
I was gonna say, is it the dad's?
We only know about the mother.
The only way to guarantee that it's the mother's is to have a female Marowak do it with a Ditto. I love this. He just takes a moment to have a cigarette right before the final battle.
It's like TNT 2014 where they were kind of doing like a little wrap off on the way.
Well, it's more so beatboxing than rap. But
True.
I'm fairly certain the only person in that actually says anything is Mikey.
Yeah.
And you know, the designs for the turtles in that were pretty good
Except
until the face.
Yeah. By the way, Agent 13 hacked onto the transmission between Jack and Amala.
And I just have to mention that Agent 13's model is really fucking weird.
It's really fucking wee.
Well, no, I wouldn't say it's really fucking wee. I would say more so the fact that they don't bother to make him stop smiling for 1 second.
It shows he's really enjoying this. He's sees the fun in it, like, because you gotta remember.
I just had a thought.
What?
Is there any flying type combination we don't have yet?
I don't know right now. We have the obvious fire flying thanks to Charizard. Bug thanks to everything else. Normal thanks to everything else. Poison thanks to the Zubat line.
Rock thanks to Aerodactyl.
Water thanks to Gyarados and Developer line. Ice thanks to Articuno. Well, yeah, we need more ice flying types. Oh, never mind, Delibird, but...
Well, fucked up. We still need more ice flying types because we only have a legendary and fucking Delibird.
The only other steel flying I think of is Skarmory.
Yeah. The only electric flying is...
That does Namonga.
Yeah. Which is kind of the same situation as ice flying.
Another grass flying besides Tropius and the Hoppip flying.
Tropius is better than Hoppip.
Yeah.
We have, You have dark flying thanks to Honchkrow and Mandibuzz.
Ghost flying thanks to Driftblim.
Dragon flying thanks to Dragonite and Salamence.
Fairy flying thanks to Togekiss. Ground flying thanks to Gligar and Gliscor.
And Landorus.
Another electric flying thanks to Rotom. Psychic flying thanks to Lugia, Natu, and Swoobat, and Sigilyph.
Fighting flying thanks to Hawlucha.
Oh, there is another rock flying with Arcan and Archeops.
Oh yeah. Those are good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Another dark flying thanks to Mandibuzz.
I said that.
Oh, I thought I only heard. Never mind.
Allow me to take my leave.
And, yeah.
I'm fairly certain flying has actually been mixed with every single type in existence.
You mean the Springdale conglomerate?
My name's Leo. Leo Falmont. I'm in my residency at Jefferson Central Hospital's ER, or I was.
More cutscene.
So what's your excuse?
Final boss. Give us the final fucking boss.
Give us the Black Baron.
Springvale. Don't they have a lot of
What the?
What?
Nah, I just see one of the abilities that Pavilion can have, and I'm just curious. Friend Guard.
The hell is that?
I'll fit right in.
Friend Guard is an ability that's only used in double and triple battles or rotation battles.
Is it like a permanent wide guard?
All ally Pokemon have damage reduced by 25%.
Yeah, it's a permanent wide guard.
Huh. Igglybuff can have this ability.
Huh. I have no idea why you want to use it on Igglybuff, but whatever.
The only Pokemon who can have this ability are Clefairy, Jigglypuff, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Happiny, Scatterbug, Scuba, and Pavilion.
I gotta wonder what it becomes whenever you get Blissey and Wigglytuff.
Clefable.
And Clefable. Well, also technically Blissey, but that would come a stage early.
I'm just listening to that music playing.
Isn't it very triumphant?
Yeah.
I kind of want to take a break after we're done because my throat's getting sore.
Yeah.
Good enough for me.
We can work. I love that. We can record the next playthrough tomorrow.
Okay.
Because you don't have to be home by a certain time, do you?
I don't think so.
You haven't been told yet at the very least?
At the very least.
Well, that's good.
Fucked up, but I understand. Still, that's not enough to go indicting anyone.
Of course not. Which is why you have to get into game control and apprehend the men running this.
I forget what Simple does.
Pokemon is prone itch.
Ministry of Justice is gonna get
Okay.
their hands dirty in your garden for you.
Effectiveness of all stat modifications is doubled.
Never mind.
Huh.
No time for chit chat now.
So,
anyway.
So good for raising stats, but horrible for lowering them.
The only Pokemon who can have the simple ability are,
Well, naturally anyway.
naturally anyway, are...
Hi, Black Baron. How are you today?
Oh, listen.
You want to know something really cool? These guys were allowed to ad-lib a lot of shit. like there were some parts of it that were scripted, like I would assume the intros and cutscenes and such. But I'm fairly certain most of the just random conversations were based on them watching gameplay footage and then reacting to it.
You know, Jack should have been a baseball player. You think so? Fuck no. He would have murdered his team, the opposing team, and anybody else who didn't get out of the stadium fast enough. Would have made the game a lot more interesting. Amen to that. You know, I've been stuck to the ground. I've been stuck like that before. With spikes? Nah, it was gum and it was really uncomfortable. I'm with you, brother.
And this is my favorite battle theme in the game. Look Pimpin'. It is fucking badass.
It's a good battle theme, but in terms of my favorite theme in the entire game, it's, well, outclassed by Breathe and the credits theme.
Soul?
Yeah.
Yeah, Soul's pretty good.
I know it was called fucking Soul. I wasn't going to say the name until we actually got to the goddamn credits.
Oh, well, I figured people would want to look it up and shit.
Yeah, they will. Just to where at that part of the video.
Whatever. By the way, you can ignore my hand.
But is it just you trying to make stop from falling asleep?
I'm actually trying to make it fall asleep.
That's not really how you do it. Just
Well, I'm draining the blood out of it because it's above my heart. I can feel
Look
it.
at that dude. Oh, damn it. Look at that douchebag smile on the Black Baron's poster up there.
I can feel it going down my arm more than it's going up. This is a weird ass conversation.
Yeah, it is.
Why are we talking about blood in my arm?
Well, there's blood coming out of the Black Baron.
So it's semi-relevant.
But still, let's talk about this boss fight. I honestly, I'm gonna say this right now. This boss fight's a lot easier than I honestly thought it would be.
Yeah, it just has a very quick insta-kill move, or potential insta-kill move anyway.
I
love this.
Yes.
They trade each other blow for blow for most of the quick time event. And Jack never loses his cigarette, which is impressive.
Or any health in this quick time event.
Which is nice.
Despite the fact that blood comes out of your mouth.
Yeah, it's nice. Although
he lost his fedora.
And now we're on to So Cold,
which isn't all that good.
Yeah, I like Pippin much more.
And he gets this state by losing 1/3 of his health apparently.
I thought it was half.
No, look at that health bar. That's not half.
Yeah, I was just weirded out.
Oh, by the way, if you look closely, you would have saw the Black Baron's hoe walking around. See that? Yeah, she's holding the bat. If you jump out of this ring, which is very possible to do, just so you know, she will grab you, and swing that bat at you, knocking you into the Turbinator.
And by the way, you have the geishas.
Oh man, the black hole attack.
By the way, the geishas from earlier in the game are cheering you on.
Yeah, I like that. Look at that poor rezzed audience. Ow.
I love how they just airdrop you. Like, ow. You could have been nicer with the landing game.
This is Death Watch. They're not nice.
I think they'd be nice to the person who's winning.
Who knows? Maybe the helicopter driver had bet on the Black Bear.
It's like, people, you could just make the sponsors also pay you. That's how most competitions make their money.
But if that happens, they'll probably withdraw.
No, I'm fairly certain they wouldn't so long
Oh,
as...
I backflipped into the black hole attack.
I'm fairly certain they wouldn't so long as the price was reasonable, like, say, 10% or 20% of your profits. So that way we can make money and have profits and have prizes to pay out next competition. Do you really want us to go broke, people? I'm fairly certain the sponsors would quickly say, fuck no.
Well, guess
Why did you pause?
I was moving around, my thumb twitched.
Oh, hello.
He's doing this attack again. I think this might be an insta-kill attack, but I never got hit by it, so I wasn't feeling all that experimental.
I'm fairly certain that actually is the potential insta-kill attack. I don't think the game just has outright insta-kill attacks, just ones that deal so much fucking damage you have to be at full health in order to survive them.
Yay! More punchy!
More punch.
Just the bang, 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 bang.
Yeah. By the way,
this quick time event gets longer, and there seems to be different events each time.
By the way, something that Kreese says had brought up the potential for the Black Baron not actually being black, and if that's the case, then what part of him is the tattoo? And if it's the black part of him that's the tattoo, then that must have fucking hurt.
Oh, finisher?
I think close to it anyway.
Nope, finisher.
Well, I say close because you still have to walk up to him and hit the finish button.
Yeah, but that was technically the finisher. He's not going to do anything.
Yeah. We're done.
We're done.
Yeah, most of this was the level beforehand. But it's still fun.
Oh, and by the way, the Baron's Hoe's name is Matilda. Howard says that when walking away.
Yeah, some real sweet cheeks on the gal, and she was damn handy with that bat too. Speaking of which,
You know, if Jack did not use that bat, a lot of people would be very disappointed.
Yeah.
And there's a drum roll, and the man darts board comes flying in.
I don't think that was a drum roll. I'm fairly certain that was the helicopter.
No, it was
I'm fairly certain that was a helicopter.
It was not the helicopter. Oh, watch this.
I wonder how he likes being on the receiving end of a pimp slap.
It's like, this is what you get for taking my title, bitch.
This is what we've all been waiting to see.
Jack, 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 Jack. And Grand Slam. It's okay. We'll be back.
Yeah, it's a good thing he came back for every single bloodbath challenge in the game. Otherwise, he wouldn't be there for Anarchy Reigns.
It wouldn't have an excuse to bring him back in Anarchy Reigns. You know, I guess the Black Baron's just one of the other guys that's kind of that's just so quotable.
Yeah. Although my favorite quote of his is, hell no.
He says that in every bloodbath challenge because that's what we're told that Oasis is knocking him into it.
Yep. Did you know?
Oh,
Fun fact about me, I used to do gymnastics. I was not very good.
Why do you feel the need to bring that up?
Because I'm currently doing a jackknife.
Well, that's not relevant to Black Baron kicking the bucket.
I was trying to be stupid, quite frankly.
Yeah, in the wrong possible way. Sorry, buddy.
Although I actually did do gymnastics. They weren't easy.
Look at that square snow.
I'm fairly certain the most fun young me had doing gymnastics was jumping into the foam pit.
Yeah, that was fun. But look at that square snow.
Oh yeah? Actually, I'm fairly certain it's still confetti from the celebration of Jack winning.
Nah, it was cold. The temperature should have been cold, so
It could be either.
it could be either.
It's most likely confetti though, cause
No, I see. No, you see it fading away like that? Snow.
those are farther out though. And now this final cutscene's rather long. I mean, yeah, the story's nice, but at the same time, you're here mostly for killing shit.
Hello, Noah.
How are you today?
Yeah, this is the only time Jack got rid of his cigarette.
You weren't meant to be in the bookie business. You could
Probably
try
because he was
something else.
pissed.
Polo, maybe.
It's like, really? You're gonna try and kill me now after I just killed a Black Baron?
You know, even after all this, Jack still has a sarcastic attitude.
Probably because he knows he's gonna win. You think Noah seems to think that that just 5 regular mooks is enough to kill Jack. It's like, no. Many superpowered people couldn't kill Jack.
You need an army of metahumans if you want a chance of killing Jack.
You need an army of Black Barons in order to kill Jack.
Look at all that. That is awesome. He's cutting through people.
Well, either an army of Black Barons or Jack being controlled by one fat dumbass.
Oh, look at it. This one's whimpering, and
By the way, I wasn't talking about you when I said that.
I figured.
Are you okay?
I said wasn't.
Yeah, I know.
Jack?
And Jack destroyed the communicator to the bureau.
I just punched it.
Looks like I'm the one in need of a rescue.
Jack! Glad I made it in time.
Hi, Leonardo.
You know this guy sounds a lot like Sean from Ruby.
You snuck in.
And
You know, that actually makes me wonder, what if the Ruby characters were in MadWorld?
Jesus.
I'll give you credit.
I get the strange feeling that Yang would have the most fun.
Oh, yeah.
It smelled exactly like crap.
Blake obviously would not.
You were the one who set
She's the
off
one who's
Shotgun punches, bitch!
your daddy's
Yeah.
company.
But
Although, I think thematically Ruby would make the most sense given the fact that she has a scythe.
Publicity, isn't it?
yeah, but she's also the youngest.
Better way to get the word out.
Eh,
Than release dominance
that's not really
out.
much of an excuse.
Okay, Jack is basically calling up the loose ends. That virus was actually Leo and his father's plan to get people's attention onto their vaccine that they're creating and the virus that they were also making.
Well, I'm fairly certain that the vaccine was for a very deadly virus. Then most people would go get it anyway.
Why?
Like say Ebola.
If getting word out about the virus was the goal, why risk an uncontrolled element like
I just imagine that the crazy Jack from Jean's team being in this game. That would be really fucking amazing.
Nora?
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna die on you.
You have to admit that would be interesting.
And it's like, I would have liked the history teacher who was like,
The guy who uses a thermos as a weapon.
yeah, but he does make a good commentator. Yes, Nora's stimulus allows her to charge up electricity and expand it through her muscles, which allows her to jump high, use her mighty hammer, or in Nolan's case, send the young man flying. Wait, what?
I just have to imagine his interactions with Howard increase. My, you two are very vulgar. That's kind of the point of this game, dude.
Oh, come on, clearly.
Very well.
Answer my question, douchebag.
By the way, are you sure you're not a robot? Because you seem to be moving quite like one.
Coffee.
Was his.
Ah,
I just.
Ah, how many thermoses do you drink a day?
you don't want to know.
Okay then. Something tells me it's quite like thanks.
That's all.
By the way, Leo is dying, and he's saying the reason why he did the games in the first place was because he's rich and he just wanted to have fun while doing the thing that he wanted to do in the first place, which was spread out word about the vaccine.
Well, when you're as rich as him, you've probably done everything. You've probably done quite a few things by the time you're his age, so
Be in the thick of it, didn't you?
yeah.
Wanted to feel it.
Then I'm fairly certain he had wanted. Then I'm fairly certain that he had watched the games when he was younger, or something like that.
Yeah, it happened in 2001. The rich have a lot of connections, so I'm pretty sure somebody hooked them up.
I'm just surprised they chose Varigan City of all places.
On Jefferson Island. And final quick time event. Goodbye. Goodbye, Leo.
You'd think there'd be more visible damage to him, like he'd be kind of almost splitting in half or something like that.
No. Jack just stabbed right through it.
Well, it looked like part of it was coming out of his right side, so.
That wasn't his spine though. It was just like
Well,
stomach and the bottom half and the bottom part of a lung, probably.
well, the skin that would be cut would make him be flapping a little bit.
I killed them.
That's gotta be a pain in the ass to wash off.
Yeah, and
I'm actually kind of surprised that.
credits. Also, how did Chris even commentate over this part? They basically shit on everybody who on the billboards,
Including themselves.
I don't know if they're on here. I never saw Greg Proops or John DiMaggio on there.
I know they're at least mentioned. I know they're in the credits somewhere, but I'm fairly certain they're on one of these billboards. We should probably be paying attention a bit better than we did last time.
Well,
Because we barely missed them in the credits. Anyway, final thoughts.
let's wait till we actually get to the real life credits.
True. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Final thoughts?
I was gonna say these are technically the credits, so.
Okay. Final thoughts on the game? It's really fun, but it's something you play in spurts. It's not something you would marathon. Eventually, the graphic style of this game will cause your eyes to hurt. And this is coming from a guy who does not have any eye problems.
It never bothered me.
Well, that was because when we when we did our sessions, it was still kind of short spurts. I'm not saying this is not a game, and I repeat, this is not a game that you do in one sitting.
It's pretty long for that kind of thing too, anyway.
Clocking in roughly around 3 hours, it's very possible.
Really?
Yeah, remember the screen I showed around the beginning of the session? It was 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Well, I just remember. Well, granted, a lot of that is probably from. Granted, the timer probably doesn't count cutscene because I remember the episode total being a lot longer than 3 fucking hours.
True, but if you just get the cutscenes and all that, the gameplay will probably clock in around 3 hours. So,
Which means this game has the cutscene to gameplay ratio of a Metal Gear Solid game. How do you feel, Platinum?
Maybe that's what gave maybe that's what gave Konami the inspiration to make them in charge of Metal Gear Rising.
I think.
By the way,
I'm fairly certain the only game that
the next Platinum game we are going to do is either going to be Bayonetta 1 or Metal Gear Rising.
Probably Metal Gear Rising because I actually own that.
Hey, I actually own Bayonetta 1 too.
1 and 2.
1 and 2. I meant to say 1 as well, but.
When we do both Bayonetta games, we're showing off the Nintendo costumes because
the Nintendo costumes are fun.
Except for Daisy and Peach, they're trying a bit too hard.
Trying a bit too hard, and the effect isn't all that good.
Yeah. Samus and Link, on the other hand, they're pretty badass.
Yeah, really. Bayonetta looks natural in Link's clothes for some reason.
And Samus just looks funny.
Mm-hmm.
Although Bayonetta is definitely not what I imagined when I thought of a female Link. In fact, Linkle is what I imagined when I thought of a female Link.
Well, congratulations, Nintendo. You made a good female Link. Oh, by the way.
Although your name for her is fucking stupid.
Yeah. By the way, when we do Bayonetta, do you want to do a completely solo playthrough for you, or do you want to do co-op again like we did for for Wonderful 101?
I'll do Bayonetta 1. You do Bayonetta 2.
Okay. And just so you know, when you guys do get to Bayonetta, there's gonna be a big gap in between games. By the way, the song playing right here is called Soul.
And I love it. It is really fucking awesome.
By the way, look up this soundtrack.
We've been copyrighted for a few times, actually.
Really, we have?
Mostly because we didn't talk a whole lot during those episodes.
Well, you can only talk about chainsawing a guy in half so many times.
True.
By the way,
it's actually for that very reason that I've actually lowered the game audio on post commentary parts, so that way we don't get that problem.
Okay. Oh, by the way, there's actually a
Nolan
song.
North was in this game?
What?
As Yokozuna. And one of the masters.
Who is the voice actor for those two?
Nolan North.
And who is that?
Nathan Drake.
Really?
Yes.
I never watched a single thing about Uncharted, so. This is look at all the what they
put all the other country voices.
Well, no, for just Howard and Kreese.
Oh. Probably because they're the funniest characters in the game.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys should probably look these people up because more likely than not, they're actual comedians.
Yeah.
Greg Proops and John. I know Greg Proops is. I'm not sure about John DiMaggio.
Well, he has some comedic roles.
Wrath.
Bender.
I like Wrath more than Bender.
No, I'm just adding on to that list.
True.
Did I just use all my air for that?
A few Naruto characters, I believe.
Yeah.
And I think a Transformers character too.
I think we looked it up, and it's like DiMaggio is also the voice of Orochimaru of Naruto. But by the way, this song, Soul. Do you know what it reminded me of when I listened to it?
What?
The credits theme to Mega Man 01.
Really?
There was actually one bit in there in this song that I was like, where have I heard that bit? Oh.
Although I have to say, when it comes to roles for John DiMaggio, it's about out as varied as John Delancey. John Delancey plays Q in Star Trek Next Generation and Discord from My Little Pony.
Okay.
And John DiMaggio has a similarly varied role list. Because some of the Naruto characters he plays are rather serious, from what I remember.
What, DiMaggio?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Orochimaru may as well be Q.
Yeah, Orochimaru is a very, very serious dark villain.
Well, Q is more of an asshole, actually.
Okay, there's one bit in here that is going to say, please do not do anything that you see in this game seriously. Or like in real life.
That should have been at the beginning of the game, not in the credits.
Well, they're just reiterating that the fact that don't do this in real life, kids.
You will get thrown in jail and probably get the death sentence.
Yeah. Don't tell people you kill them. Now even more with 2 new weapons. Okay, never mind then. Well, it kind of went
Well, I
past
think-
the first
I think-
time. The katana
gonna-
can now be used, and the double chainsaw!
I was gonna say, I'm fairly certain that was just a message saying double chainsaw, bitch.
And the katana.
Yeah.
And, well, this is the end of MadWorld, ladies and gentlemen. The next series that's gonna 2 games that are gonna be uploaded.
Well,
is gonna
we've
be Kingdom-
already announced one, which was Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. We
Which
announced
we-
that at the end. We announced that at the end of Sonic not Sonic Unleashed.
Tie 2.
Yeah, Tie 2. And the game we are announcing at the end of this game is Xenoblade Chronicles.
Which is gonna be our longest LP probably ever.
Until we get to Xenoblade Chronicle X, because that game's even bigger.
I'm getting it
And
after I pre-order Fire Emblem Fates Conquer.
and by the way, we will be co-oping X as well, and we'll be compromising on a character. That sound good to you?
Sounds... Wait, there's actually commentary over the... Wait, that's us. I'm actually hearing... You said the commentary on us got completely fucked over. I'm actually hearing our live commentary on the title screen!
I think then something in the settings for the capture device got fucked up, because the game audio completely drowned us out then. Which means we're gonna be cutting out this bit of audio, but hey.
Well...
There's nothing going on the title screen to begin with, so.
True, it's just...
Okay, after this episode is finished, we're gonna be loading up the Hop Hog settings to see what the flying fuck happened, because I swear to God, we were not in the previous 2 episodes at all.
So, okay? That's weird. Maybe it worked for the beefer and you just never bothered to check.
No, I checked.
Really?
There was no audio. We were completely drowned out.
And, by the way, the recording is now done.
Anyway, we have been the Insane Duo.
And the next time you see us, we are going to be fighting the darkness and machines.
And then after we fight the darkness, we fight a biomechanical super weapon in the form of Crash Bandicoot.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not. Well, yeah. Xenoblade is going to take fucking forever.
So we're gonna have quite a few playthroughs alongside it. The first one being Kingdom Hearts.
Birth by Sleep. And when that's done, that's probably going to be. So we know Birth by Sleep is probably going to be the longest game we're going to have alongside Xenoblade. Because after that, we're going to start the Crash Bandicoot series.
And going backwards while we're at it.
Wait, we are. Oh,
We're starting with Wrath of Cortex, and then
Why aren't we starting with 1? You have a chronology boner.
because 1 is my least favorite,
Well, get it over with.
and Wrath of Cortex is actually my favorite.
Then build up to it.
Fine, Crash 1.
See? Yeah, it's not like the yeah, we're not going to do like an SGB and go in reverse order.
Fine. Although we're not going to go in reverse order for Spyro either.
Yeah.
Although we can't. I guess we sort of can go in reverse order for Spyro if we decide to do the Legend of Spyro series first instead of the original.
Doesn't really matter. It's technically 2 separate series because it kind of went through a fucking reboot.
I'm just saying.
Okay, that's enough about us rambling on. We're past the hour mark, and we're past an hour and 3 minutes. So
Anyway.
we have been the Insane Duo, and when we see you, like we said, we're gonna see you next time for Kingdom Hearts, Birth by Sleep, Final Mix, and Xenoblade Chronicles for the Wii.
We shall see you then. Bye bye.